Hey guys, Chase here, back with another video. We're going to be doing an Overwatch hero tier list, and I know it looks a little bit weird because there's 2 sections for each hero, but I will get into that in a second. But first, I want to let you guys know that I've had a lot of issues with uploading and recording because my hard drive died a little bit ago, and I've just been having a lot of issues since, but hopefully it should be fixed now, and hopefully I can be back to streaming and recording insanely soon. So, yeah. Alright, let's start it off. So, basically, the heroes that don't look like they have the border, these are going to be just heroes that are good in comp, like regular ranked or quick play. So, yeah, and then the ones that look like they have the border and are a little smaller like this is going to be for team instances, like if you're on a team doing scrims or tournaments or something like that, then these will be who you want to use. So, I would like to say as well, if I stutter a little bit, that is because this video hasn't been planned out or anything. I don't have a script or anything. I'm doing this right off of my head. So, first off, with comp, we're going to start D.Va. Is definitely going to be S tier. D.Va, one of the best heroes, all in all, as a tank, can be used in just about any situation. Next up, Anna, definitely going to be S tier as well. Probably one of the best healers by far. Does the most healing, but a lot of people mechanically can't play her. Ashe, I'm gonna put in C tier. She isn't bad, but she's not great. Soldier, I'm gonna do the same thing. He isn't bad, but he isn't one of the best heroes that you can hard carry with. Brig, obviously, garbage hero, is gonna be an S. Doomfist is going to be an A, because again, you can't really do your job 100%, because a lot of the time you're going to be trying to find a flanking area, whereas other DPS, you can be in positions 90% of the time and still be doing well. So yeah, Doomfist is going to be an A, so I wouldn't put him in S. He's close to S, but I wouldn't put him in S. Bastion, I'm gonna put an A as well, because he only works if you have an Orisa and you have a Baptiste. Baptiste isn't on this list, by the way. Baptiste in both sections I would probably put in S or A, because obviously bunker composition, he can work really well. Genji, I'm gonna put in, I'm gonna say C, probably. Along there with Soldier and Ashe, honestly, because he can do a lot on his own, but the issue is how many counters he has. It just makes it really difficult for him to even be able to play the game with all the times he's gonna be stunned. Alright, next up, Hanzo. Hanzo, I'm probably going to put along with S tier, along with Doomfist and Bastion. He does a ton of damage if you land your shots, but yeah, a lot of it depends on your positioning and where your shots are coming from. I'm going to put Junkrat in D tier, honestly, because Junkrat, he's an okay hero, but if you're using him to try and carry your team, that's not really the hero to do it with, especially in higher ranks. Lucio obviously is going to be an S tier, not because I'm biased, but because it's a Lucio. I mean, he does just about everything. He can get lots of kills, he speeds your team, he heals your team, does a decent amount of healing, especially with his amp, and yeah. Alright, McCree, I'm probably as well I'm gonna put him in B. I think he's a little bit lower than Hanzo and Bastion and Doomfist, because mainly he doesn't quite have the amount of damage that these guys do. Whereas Hanzo, Doomfist, and Bastion can basically just one-shot everyone. McCree can only really one-shot DPS and healers if he gets headshots on them somehow. So yeah, I'm gonna put Mei in D as well. Mei can be used in some situations, but you have to be really, really good at Mei to be able to pull something crazy off. Mercy, I'm as well going to put in D, just honestly because she doesn't do enough healing in the metagame now, with all the aggressive play with the Ryan and stuff, which, speaking of Ryan, I'm just going to go ahead and put him there, which he just doesn't do enough damage. I mean, she doesn't do enough healing, honestly. So, yeah. Winston, I think I'm going to put... with Winston, it really depends on what comp you're running. So I think I'm going to put it in A, just because he really depends on what you're doing. Moira, I'm going to put in C tier, because she is better than Mercy, but she's not as good as Ana for sure. Orisa, I'm going to put in S tier, because honestly you can use her on attack and defense on almost every map and do pretty well with her, especially with the new things coming out with her. Farah, I'm going to put in B tier because she's easily countered, but she can do a good amount of damage when she's used. Reaper, I'm going to put in C tier because he's kind of like Genji. You can get hard countered as Reaper with just about, like, anything. So flanking, you can get 1 or 2 picks, but then you're probably going to die immediately and not be able to get out. Alright, now let's think about Roadhog. Roadhog is great for when you're playing it with an Orisa, but not great when you're playing it with a Ryan. So we're probably gonna put him at, I think I'm gonna put him at B. Sombra's definitely gonna be an A tier. I was thinking S tier at first, but honestly, like, if you don't do enough damage as Sombra, then you're gonna have to go 3 DPS, which a lot of people in comp can't pull off the 3 DPS compositions. Symmetra, probably gonna be D tier. Symmetra she just doesn't do enough damage in comp, honestly. Same with Torb. They're both, like, great heroes if you're really, really good at them. It's very similar to Mei. Like, you can be really good at these heroes and be good at them and be really annoying, but if you're not insane at these heroes, then you're not gonna be able to climb with them. Widow, I think I'm going to put as well in A tier because Widow is very similar to Hanzo. Your positioning has to be right. You have to land your shots. But if you do, then you're going to be really annoying to the enemy team. Tracer, I think I'm going to put along with them. I know I'm putting a lot of the A tier, but she's very similar to Hanzo in the sense that, yeah, if you find and Widow as well, actually. Whereas if you can find the right positioning and land all of your shots on someone, like, you could basically one-clip just about anyone. Kind of similar to Doom as well. If you aim your punches right as Doom, then you can basically one-shot anyone. So yeah, with Tracer, if you can land all your shots and get in the right positions and flank and stuff, then you could be pretty good. Hammond, honestly, I'm going to put in B tier. A lot of people are going to disagree with me and want him higher, but Hammond is more of a distraction than anything. He doesn't really help his team all that much. Zarya, I'm going to put at S, because obviously her ultimate's really good. She probably does the most damage out of all the tanks, and yeah. Zenyatta, I'm going to put it A, because honestly, if you were thinking about either doing Lucio or Zenyatta, you would definitely want to do Lucio. Alright, so now it looks like we're getting into the category of being with a team, in a team type scrims or anything like that. So first of all, we're going to start off with Widowmaker. Widowmaker can be used if you're running a double sniper composition, but that's pretty rare, so I'm going to put her at C. Now, Ana can be very good if you're playing like Ana Goats or something like that, but she isn't the best because you're not always going to be running Ana Goats or 222 or something that she's very useful. So I'm going to put her at B because she's definitely more useful than Widowmaker, but not as useful as something like Zenyatta, which is going to be at A, because obviously Zenyatta can throw his Discord orbs out there, heal his team up if needed, especially on Goats compositions and 3 DPS compositions as well. Brig obviously is going to be S tier. I hate Brig, and I hate to say that she's S tier, but she really is, because it's obvious, it's Brig. Symmetra, obviously, gonna have to be D tier. I'm sorry, Sim. Yeah, Monkey is probably going to be A tier as well, because he can be used in a lot of different compositions, but he is as well easily counterable. Reinhardt, definitely going to be an S tier, because he obviously is the biggest, like, needed thing for most compositions, other than Winston, which I'm putting Winston a little bit lower because I feel like Reinhardt can do more than Winston in most compositions. Soldier, gonna be in D, doesn't do enough damage to counter some of these compositions. Bastion's gonna be an S tier because it's a lot different with ranked than teams, because with ranked, you really need the fundamental support that your team can't give you unless you're really synergized and you really know how to play the composition, which in teams, you should be taught by your coach how to play correct bunker compositions, though bunker can be easily countered by a Sombra, which is why Sombra is going to be an S tier. Alright, Tracer as well, D tier, doesn't do enough damage. Junkrat, same thing, D tier. Hammond is going to be an A tier because he is really good in 4 DPS compositions where you can just basically be a total distraction and let your damage do all the work. Orisa as well going to be an S tier, very similar to in comp, whereas in team scrims and stuff, she is going to be a big needing thing when you're playing compositions with Bastion, especially. And even if you were to do a Rissa Hog, but that's not always great. A lot of times you wouldn't do a Rissa Hog, so that's why we're gonna put Hog D tier for teams. Moira as well, gonna put a D tier. She can be used in goats once in a while, but she's really not great. Reaper, same thing. He can't really be used, honestly. Torb, same thing. Yeah. Mei. So Mei, I'm gonna put a little bit higher. I'm gonna put Mei at C because you can use her on things like Hanamura and stuff to wall the enemy team off. And yeah. I'm also going to change my little opinion on Junkrat because he can be used in bunker comps to just do a little bit of extra damage. Same thing with Hanzo. I'm going to put Hanzo a little bit higher because he can be run in double sniper. And yeah. McCree, honestly, he can counter Pharos if you wanted to run McCree goats, but it's very rare to run that. So I'll put him along with the Junkrat. Genji, of course, gonna be D tier. I love you, Genji, but it's not gonna happen, man. You're always gonna be stunned. You're gonna be pinned. Nothing's gonna go right. Zarya, of course, is gonna be S tier because Zarya is something that you definitely are gonna need in most compositions. Diva, same thing. Need her in most compositions. Mercy, she can be used in bunker, but she isn't the best. Let's put her in C, I think. Same with these guys, because they can be used, but she isn't used in everything. Whereas things like Zarya and Ryan and Orisa can be used in everything. Pharah, I'm gonna put in A tier because not Zarya. Pharah can be used in just about any Pharah Mercy composition, which can be pretty useful, especially against goats. Alright, Ashe, not gonna be used at all. Lucio, S tier. Same reasons as why it's useful in comp. Doomfist, I'm gonna put in B tier because he can be used as well, like a distraction, but he definitely isn't one of the best. Alright, that's gonna be it for the tier list. If you don't agree with my opinions, be sure to let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys think and your opinions on the best heroes to use in team situations and in comp situations. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully I'll be back with more uploads soon, and yeah, peace out.